Real estate in Oahu with Hawaii's only true real estate radio show, the Team Lally Real Estate Show. Grab a pen and get ready to take notes. For the next full hour, Hawaii's premier real estate leader, Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi, will bring you the latest in real estate news and real-world strategies on how they can guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. Now, here are your hosts, Adrian and Attilio.
Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Well, hey, everybody. This is the art part of the show. What is that, Adrian, real quick?
Attilio's Random Thoughts.
Attilio's Random Thoughts. So I think of you listeners for the last 7 days, and I came in with some information here that I want to share with you that's going to change your life for a minute. No, forever. Mm-hmm. So what it has to do, and I'll tee it up with this, is that, do you know what the 4 main things that are killing Americans?
Like heart disease.
No, it's
cancer.
Netflix, Facebook. Just kidding. It's not those things. It's
not exercising enough.
Number 1, coronary heart disease, 375,000 people. Mm-hmm. Number 2, lung disease. Mm-hmm. Okay, you knucklehead kids, vaping is just as bad as smoking cigarettes. I had a teenager.
I think it was like worse.
I had a teenager where like, hey, I was like, let's go get some Skittles. He's like, oh, it's on TikTok that it causes cancer. I'm like, and they're smoking cigarettes. I was like, are you a complete knucklehead?
You know, in most other countries, and we've seen this firsthand on the cigarette packages, there's graphic photos of what, you know,
disease
of just things that can happen as a result. Like they show like mouth cancer, lung cancer, like all sorts of awful photos. I wonder why we don't have that here. I think they should put that in place, and maybe less kids will be wanting to do that.
Anyway, so number 2 is lung disease. Number 3 in the book, he says you'll be surprised. So I'm gonna leave you wanting more. This is from the book called How Not to Die by Dr. Michael Grieger. Number 4, brain diseases, stroke, Alzheimer's, things like that. Mm-hmm. So what he talks about is that we are, guess what's number 15? So he's got 15 chapters in here. What's the bottom?
The last?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Parkinson's disease.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's got it. So anyway, I'm just, this book is about discover the food scientifically proven. Now you went talk to some hippie at the beach and you should eat this and it works good for you, or some Greek guy, spray Windex on it. Oh, wait, that was from my fat Greek wedding. But these prevent and reverse diseases. And, speaking of someone that prevents the disease called my property is vacant and I'm losing money, what doctor is that?
That would be Dr. Duke Kim Han.
Dr. Duke Kim Han.
Of Hawaii Pacific Property Management, the doctor of property management.
Duke, you have a doctor's name. Dr. Kim Han, Dr. Kim Han, paging Dr. Kim Han. I have a vacant property and a tenant that won't get out.
He has the solution.
The doctor's office is open.
Yeah.
Come on in.
But what you got for us this week, Duke?
So the tip of the week is get your property manager to agree in writing to do 2 walkthroughs a year minimum. So Hawaii Pacific already has that in their contract. We've already had that since day one. I'm a property owner, an investment property owner. I know you guys both are also. Mm-hmm. The most important thing you can do besides screening and background checks is to check up on your tenants. Most of the properties we take over from other property managers never got a yearly walkthrough.
So Duke, when you guys are doing these, when you guys are doing these walkthroughs, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
We're looking for wear and tear, damage, problems, and usually we come across, screen doors that are broken or a window screen that has been torn.
Yeah.
And they'll say, oh, yeah, my dog was up on that or this and that. And then we can charge the tenant for a replacement. Mm-hmm. My garage door is not opening right. Listen to this. Or, there's always some kind of problem that a tenant will point out that probably half the time is their fault.
Yeah, what happened a while ago is getting worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the stuff you get on a walkthrough is just wear and tear stuff and stuff that you should be aware of. You know, we had a property owner just tell us today, oh, my last property manager never told me about that. So why are we getting told that now?
Oh, man.
And I'm like, nobody walked through your property before we took over. Yeah. So we're telling you, and we're taking pictures of this stuff now.
Yeah, you guys are doing your job. Yeah. You're keeping an eye on the property.
75% of the owners live off island.
Yeah.
How are you going to check your property?
And you know what? Your cousin ain't going to do it for you. So stop making your cousin the on-island representative. That never works.
Good Lord.
And the laws
People
here.
Put millions of dollars in this. Yeah.
And the laws here in Hawaii, I think this is important to notate, is that they are more friendly towards the tenant. So having someone like Duke and his team who really understand the tenant landlord code, the protocols, and the processes that you've got to go through.
Keep you out of hot water.
It's going to keep you out of trouble.
Yeah, and you know, folks, I got to tell you this. You cannot expect to get your house back in the same condition you gave it to us 5 years later. Yeah. It's not going to be that way.
Yeah.
And
the normal wear and tear. Yeah.
It's very specific wear and tear or damage. It's very easy to point that stuff out.
Yeah.
So, you know, houses age. You got to upkeep them. You got to update them. And you're not going to get the same house back 5 years later.
You know, they're like a crazy obsessive girlfriend. You really got to pay attention to those houses.
Yep.
Twice a year minimum. Right? With the
minimum. If you have a pet in there, then we come through 3 times a year.
Nice.
Okay. So get a property management team that is doing walkthroughs of your home.
No, we're not saying get a property management team. We're saying get Duke and his team.
Get Duke and his team. The doctor of property management. Thank you, Duke.
Thank you, doctor.
Bye-bye.
All right.
All right.
Dr. Kim Han has left the building.
All right. So you can get a hold of Duke and his team if you just go to teamlally.com under the resource tab, experts we trust.
He's fighting unhealthy investment properties, one home at a time. That's his TV show that's running on Netflix right now. So speaking of the next Netflix documentary, it's going to be on how important it is to have an expert in the lending arena. Who is that, Adrian?
That would be Corey from Loan Depot with his tip of the week.
You know, Corey, on the last show, I don't know if I told you, but maybe I'll tell you now and you do it on the next show. Can you get a train whistle and then blow that right before you come on air?
Maybe Leah can.
I will have to. I'll pick one of those.
Woo, something like that.
I think Leah can help us out with that.
With the sound effects?
Yeah.
From the Loan Depot, not the train depot, the Loan Depot. Do people call you up and say, hey, can you get a price on some 8-foot 2x4s?
Yeah, I actually had a lady this week who, when I was, calling her to follow up, she said, oh, you're Home Depot?
Yeah.
No, I'm from the Loan Depot. We have those loans in stock, not any 2x4s.
Gotcha.
So speaking of these loans in stock, what's the latest?
Yeah, what's our tip of the week?
What kind of update do you have for us?
So my tip of the week would be this. We've got our upcoming VA home loan benefit seminar, Beer and Benefits, Wine and Wealth, this April 27th at our office on Ala Moana Boulevard, 677 Ala Moana Boulevard, Suite 600. And that's April 27th from 6 to 7 p.m.
Nice.
Whether you've, used your VA loan before or a first-time VA home buyer, we've got all the latest information on what's going on with the VA, what's going on with just the market right now. So really good opportunity to just come, always stay up to date on the most recent information. And we're also going to be teaching about our Loan Depot created VA rehab, VA renovation loan product.
Nice.
That Loan Depot created. So I think I heard you guys just talking about kind of some investment properties that need some work.
Yes.
We've got a really great product Loan Depot created for that. A veteran can essentially buy a home that needs work.
No way.
Wouldn't necessarily be VA approved up front. And finance in all those repairs as long as the after repair value on the appraisal comes comes in, they can 100% finance the property and the repairs.
You know, I got a
That's
question.
pretty amazing.
I have a question that everybody is listening to right now is in their mind. It's right at the front of their mind since you mentioned all of this. Will there be snacks?
There will be snacks, pizza, beer, wine, and then we also have we've been doing a drink of the month as well, where we do a mixed cocktail.
Nice.
I think
I've heard
last
this.
month.
Yeah.
Yep, Jeff came up with one. One of the great guys at our office. His name's Ari, former bartender in Boston. So whips up a special drink for us every seminar.
You know what was heard at your guys' last event? I was eating a piece of pizza. Next thing you know, I'm a homeowner. I don't know what happened. That was some awesome pepperoni.
So Corey, you guys. This month alone, they're closing. We got a signing tomorrow. Somebody that was at the last seminar, between now and the last seminar, got in contract, signing for their house tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Corey, how can our listeners sign up? Do they just email, or is there a website that they can go sign up, or can they just show up?
Just show.
So they can show up. They can show up to our office again, April 27th, 6 to 7 p.m. At our office on 677 Almoana Boulevard.
Cool.
They can also go to our website, veteransmortgagesource.com. That's what we use for our VA education, has all the resources there. And they can RSVP a spot there as well.
Cool.
Or they can give me a call. Give any of our other great loan officers a call at Loan Depot, and we'll get them signed up.
Awesome.
Thank you, Corey.
Thanks, Corey.
We're excited for this event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
All righty. Hey, if you want, we're going to make it even easier for you to sign up. All you got to do is send an email to info@teamlally.com, or you called. See, Adrian knew this answer. She didn't know she knew this answer when she asked the question, how do we sign up? And it's always info@teamlally.com is our email. And the number is
799-9596, and we will get you RSVP'd for this little fun event that they have coming up on April 27th.
And by the way, if you hear anybody that's super Akamai smart and they're on this show and you want to get a hold of them, all you got to do is just call us, go to our website, we'll make a connection. If they sound like a complete knucklehead, we don't know who these people are. I don't even know how they got on the show. But anyway, speaking of someone that is another expert that helps us in that moment of truth, that he got your back. He literally, his license plate say, I got your back. Mm-hmm. Who's that?
That would be Bradley Maruyama of Allstate Insurance.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Speaking of the moment of truth, I was just talking to my team and my staff.
Yeah.
Since 7:35 this morning, I've been working on claims and advocating till
with the wind
right now before this phone call.
Yeah.
So,
big wins.
A whole bunch of things, from car accidents to walls being blown down to condo claims. So it's been a challenging morning, but I was just telling all of them that I enjoy doing it because this is why people get insurance through us, right? They're paying the premium. They want their agent to handhold them and, assist them at getting their car. I actually helped somebody file a claim with the state.
Nice.
They got rear-ended by a state vehicle, and they didn't know what to do or how to do it. So, I'm assisting them with the process. But again, this is why people want to work with us, because we're going to handhold you through the claims process.
Well, the best insurance is the one you never have to use, and what's the second best insurance? The one you got through Bradley.
That's right, because he is there with you every step of the way.
He's going to get your back. But you were saying, Bradley?
Yeah. Tip of the week. So I got a new licensed agent in the office, and we were. He was working with one of his friends in getting a HO6 policy, which is also known as a condo policy.
Yeah.
And he brought up a good point. He goes, why don't people in townhomes in Mililani and Ewa Beach and in Ayapro City get hurricane policies when they're in a townhome? I said, it's a great question. And part of it is because it's not mandatory when you're getting a loan and moving into a townhome to get hurricane insurance. Mm-hmm. But it is a no-brainer to get hurricane insurance if you are in a townhome, because if a hurricane ever hits, the association will cover the structure. In most times, will cover the structure. But where are you going to live? How are you going to replace your your personal contents like your bed and your electronics, your washing machine, your refrigerator. That would all be under hurricane policy. And, after he quoted it, he said, hey, it's only like $100 a year to add this hurricane policy onto the HO6 or the condo policy for townhomes. So the tip of the week is if you are in a townhome and don't have hurricane insurance currently with your HO6 or condo policy, it would be a wise decision to go get an estimate and probably add that on. Hurricane season's around the corner, so make sure you do that double check and review your policy with our office. Make sure it's there.
Awesome. And you guys do free reviews regardless of the, insurance company.
No, it's $1,000, but only this week if you call. It's absolutely free. No, it was always free. Call. Get educated.
I know that we've had listeners that have called in and talked to Bradley, and they've been super grateful for the time and the knowledge and expertise that he provides.
Thank you, Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Okay.
All right. Again, Bradley Maruyama, Allstate Insurance. He's on our website under the resource tab and experts we trust. There's some fun videos. We've been working with Bradley for well over a decade. So you
can actually see it's a throwback video on there. You can see how long we was working with him. We actually was working with him when he had hair.
And when your hair was not gray.
And when my hair wasn't gray.
Yeah.
And so we've been working with Bradley for a long time. He's on my car insurance, my house insurance,
business insurance, office insurance.
If you local kind guy, he's on my ho insurance, my HO6 insurance for both of my properties I have through Bradley. We even have we had our office insurance.
We had like a flood in the office.
He took care of that. He helped us out.
That moment of truth. He worked hard. He's a hard worker. He'll fight for you.
He'll fight for you. He'll come out. He'll MMA the other people on for you. So the other thing I wanted to mention too, later this week, or I'm sorry, not later. What am I? I can tell the future. Earlier this week,
yes,
there was some heavy winds earlier this week.
There was.
It was like
the house was shaking.
That was 2:30 in the morning, folks. And I don't know if it was all over the island, but if you have a beach couple area, whatever, I saw the trees all broken because I get up early for go work out. That was your wake-up call. The wind was, you know what the wind was saying? If you listen real closely, call Bradley.
Yes.
Call Bradley. Between the whoo and your window shaking, it was saying, call Bradley before, again. And we noticed from the last time we talked to Bradley, when a hurricane is within 500 miles.
That's it. No more insurance.
Of the Big Island, no more insurance can be put in place until that hurricane passes. So you don't want to be over there, the people calling him when it's at 510 miles and you're calling Bradley trying to get a hold of him.
So before we take our break, I want to just bring to our listeners' attention that we are hiring.
Yeah.
We have an opening for the role of a transaction coordinator.
Coordinator.
Yes.
You know what that person does? They coordinate the transactions.
They do.
And before we take a break, but it's so easy to check it out. Join teamlally.com. What's the base salary? Should we tell them? I think we should tell them.
Yeah. I mean, we have a W-2 salaried position.
With health benefits.
With benefits starting at $50K.
$50K. That's 5 zeros with the 3 more zeros.
And bonus opportunities.
I just keep repeating what you're saying. Speaking of repeating what you're saying, we have someone else. His first name is like a wrestling name, like Jake the Snake, but he's not with the WWE. You know what he's doing? He's putting the moves. He's hammering down and body slamming your electric bill. Who's that?
That would be Jake from Skyta Roofing, Construction, and Solar.
Yeah, Jake, what you got for us this week? How are you body slamming the electric bills this week?
Well, this week, it's been crazy. You guys know how it is. It's getting into summertime.
Yeah.
And very quickly, the heat's going up, so everybody's turning their AC on.
Yeah.
And we're getting a lot of calls saying, hey, how can I get my bills low? I want a lower monthly bill. Well, we can get you guys set up with solar. There is, of course, still financing available.
Yeah.
If people want to get solar on their house with no money down, and which is great. Federal interest rates and everything like that haven't pushed the rates too far, so you can get solar on your house with no money down. And a lot of people, we talked about this before, have been calling and saying, hey, my roof has got leaks from the storms over the last 3 weeks in the beginning of the year, and we're doing a lot of roof repairs and a lot of bundling where you can have a roof and solar for zero money down.
Nice.
And you guys also bundle the split ACs as well, which is, I think, a nice
charging stations.
Yeah. Batteries.
Yep.
It's all bundled.
Split ACs, home batteries.
Yeah.
Yep. And all be bundled in your solar to where you're not paying any money out of pocket to get that installed on the house, so you can keep that cold hard cash, that hard-earned money in your pocket, and start saving money as soon as solar goes up.
If I was on a commercial with you, Jake, I would be like this. I only have one line. Oh, brah, get the bundle.
Now, Jake, with this bundle and this financing, it's kind of a special thing. Like when you have this loan, it doesn't necessarily show up on your credit, right? It's like you have a different way, non-recourse kind of loan.
Is that true?
Yeah, explain, please.
Yeah, it doesn't show up. Yep, it doesn't. So the kind of financing that it is they check your credit and they make sure, like, hey, you got a good credit score, and then it doesn't show up on your debt to income ratio.
Nice.
Because it's a utility bill. If you already pay your utility bill and it's say $1,000 a month, and you get solar, and you cut your bill down to $500 a month, you think that you can pay $500 rather than $1,000? Yes. So
all day long.
The cool thing about solar, they don't put any debt on your debt to income ratio. Just as long as you keep paying your bill, which you've been doing for a long time, if you got good credit, so you can get solar on your house, zero money down.
Zero money down, and then you can still be a baller and go get that Tesla to connect to your charging station.
Get your home EV ready. Yeah. If you got a Tesla, give us a call. We're a certified Tesla installer, so you get all the perks coming to us, straight to us.
Well, thank you, Jake.
Yes, thank you, Jake. Excellent tip.
Yep.
Thank you. Keep on body slamming. Keep on body slamming electric bills, large electric bills. Thank you, Jake. So the thing about Jake and his team, too, is that they do a free consultation. When you call up Jake, so what you do is you go to our website.
TeamLally.com.
TeamLally.com. Just Google it. Go to the experts we trust.
That's under the resource tab.
And you're going to call up Jake. And he's going to say, this is Jake speaking. And you're going to go, Chee-hoo! And then just hang up. Then call him back again and say, Adrian and Attilio told me to call you because they want you to give me the Chee-hoo discount.
Mm-hmm.
I think anybody, when you go movies, you go Safeway, you're at the head of you get to the beginning of a large line, you should just go, Chee-hoo! And then go, like, what you doing? I want the Chee-hoo discount. Okay. That's the thing I'm starting right now. I
like it. All
across the state of Hawaii, all businesses will now be offering a Chee-hoo discount. Now, that's either true or they're going to be calling the police. I'm going to let you figure that out.
Okay, I want to read a review before we go to break.
Yeah.
This is from Gary. He says, Team Lally is a wonderful group, such professionalism while being down to earth and incredibly knowledgeable. Every question answered and every worry addressed. Couldn't ask for more from them as they help our dream come true. I wish I could give an extra star. Thanks, Gary.
Yeah, so stay with us. When we come back, we'll be talking with Ciprian Dumitrascu of SOARE Hawaii. We'll talk about pursuing a dream and turning your passion into a business. So
stay with us.
It's me, Tisha, right here on The Fish. Surprise, you got your dream job, but now you have to move to the mainland. I remember when Corey and Lily called me with that great news. They were so worried that they would have to pay 2 mortgages on 2 homes because of the timeline. So of course, you know what I did? I recommended that they call my friends Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. And I forgot that I had already given them this advice a while back. So as repeat clients of Team Lally, Adrian and Attilio went right to work understanding their unique needs using advanced exposure and radio and TV and social media. Woo! You know it all. Team Lally found the right buyer in a matter of weeks. Call 808-799-9596 or visit teamlolly.com. Of course, you got to do this. You got to check out Team Lolly's 400 plus 5-star Google reviews. Google Team Lally, spelt Lally.
Hello, Hawaii. It's Colin Coward. Things may have changed in the sports world, but the games must go on. Look, I invest in real estate all over America, and right now with the ultra-low interest rates everywhere, if you're serious about selling your home, you need to talk to my friends Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally, real estate group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Team Lally's incredible marketing with 3D tours and its huge database of buyers has continued to sell homes quickly with multiple offers over the asking price. Adrian and Attilio continue to spend tens of thousands per month on marketing to attract hundreds of buyers every month using a unique app that communicates daily with over 3 million luxury home buyers around the United States. Adrian and Attilio guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it themselves. Give Adrian and Attilio a call at 799-9596 or online at teamlally.com. That's teamlally.com, and start packing.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. To sell your home on time for the most money, you need a sharp agent with a marketing strategy that creates the most demand. Bottom line, you need a partner willing to put their own money on the line for you. In Hawaii, I would hire Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi. Their marketing strategy is so effective that if your home doesn't sell on terms you agree to, Team Lally will buy it. Partner with the team I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold.
You're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Attilio.
And if you have any questions, you can reach us at 799-9596 or check us out on the web at teamlally.com.
Our guest today is the founder and CEO of SOARE Productions. He was born and raised in Romania and immigrated with his family to Canada at the age of 13.
Since he was young, he already had his passion for photography and filmmaking. He started SOARE Productions in Toronto, and after a decade of hard work, he achieved his goal of expanding to the U.S., where he launched his company's first U.S. location, SOARE Hawaii, in 2021. Please welcome our guest, Ciprian Dumitrascu. Did we say it right?
Hi guys, how are you?
Yeah, say your last name for us.
I mean, honestly, it's a great attempt. It's Dumitrascu. But that was really good.
Yeah.
Thank you. We've been practicing.
Of course.
Because Adrian said it her way, but then the way you said it, you sounded like Drago from the Apollo, from the Rocky series. I must break you. I will break you.
Exactly.
Whenever you meet with your clients, we're going to make a video that will break you. But
it's pretty much it. That will break the internet. We'll just call it that.
Yeah.
So speaking of videos, we had you and your team come out and help us with our new listing, our $25 million listing, estateoahu.com.
Yeah.
And you guys did just such an awesome job. You went just above and beyond for this shoot and the videos that we wanted to share. We wanted to share our
we wanted to share our experience because I felt like we were on the set of MTV Cribs. I thought Snoop Dogg was going to pop out somewhere. Snoop Dogg was going to pop. Hey,
exactly.
Welcome to my
he would have loved to be part of our production, I think, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, we had Snoop Adrian. She was on set.
Yeah, but, it worked.
So talk about this business because, why is it important for any type of companies to have this type of digital presence?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's changed everything, and we've helped quite a lot of people being able to kind of transition almost a little bit more towards the social media space. Because one thing that we've done different, right, within the real estate space was always like we almost start backwards, where we think about like, okay, who's our target audience and how are we going to produce content that will generate as much exposure as possible on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and YouTube. So that's one approach that I think changes a lot, because then you have to think about the way you can make the content. It has to be creative. It has to be engaging. And just like we did on a, $25 property, let's say 10 years ago, what you do is you come in and create almost like a 20-minute video where you're showing every room, showing every bathroom, everything. And nobody's going to see that now. So what we decided to do is like, okay, we're going to do this like 1-minute video. We're going to have you guys jumping in the pool and doing yoga and just having a great time enjoying the lifestyle of this incredible property. Because I got to say, it's got to be, listen, I've seen $40 million properties out in LA, and nothing gave me the shock value to this property. As soon as I stepped on the lot, I was just like, wow, this is a home. So I think that's really what it is. You have to really understand that like getting that exposure online can tremendously help your business, tremendously. And it makes and we make it really easy, right? We deliver everything in 24 hours, and we just like, we make it fun.
Wait, say that again. Say that again. We deliver everything in how quickly? Go ahead.
24 hours. Yeah.
Nice.
24 hours.
That's pretty good. I think the main thing too is, you said it earlier, we're not making these 20-minute mini documentaries. You're doing them for 1 minute because, because think about it, everybody's watching TV, and I'm not a video producer or anything like that, but everybody's with an iPhone, everybody thinks they are. But one of the things that I notice, if when you're watching, just watch any TV series, any movie, anything on TV, and count how many seconds is between each shot. Like when they go to a different camera, it's about 3 seconds.
Wow.
So your jump cuts and all of that, and the music and the timing of it, we're realizing that today we are what we call everyone's an attention merchant. We're trying to grab somebody's attention, and that window
100%.
is not 20 minutes.
Nope.
It's 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 1 minute, minute and a half.
So Chip, I want to talk about how did you get into this industry, into this business? I mean, you're a young guy, but you've been doing this for a long time. So let's start in the beginning here.
Yeah, it was really interesting because like I was 16 years old. I had, at this time I was in Canada for about 2 to 3 years. Also kind of, learning the scopes, but I realized that all of my good friends in high school, they were all getting jobs, right? And, the mentality in Romania is very much, you actually don't get a job until you finish university and you're ready to like get a proper career, let's say a dentist, a lawyer, things like that, an engineer, like, that's really the mentality. But in Canada, I realized that all of my friends, they're 16. I'm like, why are you guys working? And they're like, what do you mean? Don't you want to like have fun and like have money for the weekend? So then we're going to work after school. Yeah. We make some money and then we enjoy it. Yeah. And that mentality was new to me. So then I literally realized, I was like, wait a minute, I really want to have a job as well. But I've always had a passion for cameras. I mean, this has been maybe, again, from like my dad would always like film more vacations and things like that. And I had access to actually his DSLR camera. So I took his camera and I decided to put an ad out, on what is called Kijiji. It's like the Canadian Craigslist. It's not around anymore, but it was back then. And I put an ad out and I copied what everybody else was offering on that site. So if I saw they offered weddings, I would do weddings, birthdays, all sorts of events. I would film anything, music videos. Yeah. And so I did that, and I self-taught everything on YouTube. I'd go to YouTube and teach myself how to film, how to edit everything. And as soon as I had that ad up, within, I want to say, really a couple of days, I was already getting calls from people wanting to at least meet with me to see if they want to work with me. And it kind of snowballed from there. It was crazy.
The key is everybody can get all this equipment nowadays, but we can get that equipment, but the reason why we hired you is that
you know how to use it.
You know how to use it. Because anybody can shoot B-roll. You just you hit start and you don't hit stop until 5 minutes later. What are you going to do with all of that?
But he's mastered. He's at a mastery level.
I think you've mastered because Adrian and I have done tons and tons of videos. We've gone to we've paid for professional production up to movie quality stuff.
We go to New York City and meet with Barbara Corcoran.
Done commercials. broadcast quality type stuff. And so we have a lot of comparative knowledge. And what I say, what's the key to working with you is that you know how to, I don't know what it's called, but maybe like storyboard the shots that you're getting. It's not like random shooting. You're
very intentional.
You're storyboarding in the sequence from the beginning to the middle to the end, and it draws people in, and they want to continue to watch. So that's what I noticed with our comparative knowledge is, and is that what you guys do with these videos?
And I just want to comment too that like just being so passionate and curious. He just mastered this and did not go to college or film school. This was just like something that was trial and error.
That you got really good at. So for you and Adrian's, I would say I thought it was Sip, but she's saying it's Chip. What do you go by?
It is. So my full name is Ciprian, but everybody actually calls me Chip. But in Romanian, the CI, you create that chip noise, right? Versus in English, it's just Sip.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's Chip.
Chip. Okay.
There we go.
Let's chip off the old block. Anyway, so for you, Chip, the what I wanted to let you know, Keller Williams, we're all about coming from contribution. Most agents, if they had somebody like you with your caliber, they wouldn't tell anybody. But we are secretly telling all the realtors.
You should use him.
And all the people that are listening to us. You guys should call Chip.
Well, I really appreciate that. It means a lot.
Yeah.
He's got a great team.
That's one thing that I've loved.
Yeah.
It's definitely not just me. It's definitely the team. That's how we can deliver everything so fast. And, talented editors and everybody that really, we all understand the vision, right? And we create goal setting and we grow as a team. And that's made one of the biggest impacts because I used to work nonstop without sleeping before I had a team because it was, so busy. So after, you join a team, it's like you join forces and you grow together. And it's been a journey. It's been incredible, honestly. And connecting with so many amazing people here in the community in Hawaii, it's kind of changed my life, to be honest. I've always been very grateful and very appreciative. But ever since coming out here, it's everything. My health is better. My stress level is non-existent. My positivity, everything.
How's your protein intake?
It's getting better. It's honestly getting better ever since you. I'm definitely following it closely, and it's only getting higher. Obviously, it's work in progress always, but definitely the health journey has been incredible the past 6 months. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, my personal experience with Chip is that we took you on a hike with us on property. And we'd never been on this hike. We didn't know what it was, but we were literally crawling
hard
up this hill to this ridge line above this property, and you made it all the way to the top. That was part of our secret interview. No, it wasn't. It was just, we're like, what the heck is this hike about? And Kevin, our guy, he's like, we're almost there. I'm like, you're punking us? You said that 5 times already. We're almost there. It's right up over here. I'm like, that was half an hour later. We finally got to the top. Yeah. But that was fun.
It was so fun. And to be surrounded by a team that's just willing to go on this ridge, it was steep. It was not this everyday walking path. So that was quite impressive.
It was a hike where you're mentally going through, do I have all my affairs in order in case something happens?
So Chip, I know we touched on the team concept as we're a team, so we really appreciate that you also operate as a team concept.
That's important.
Yeah, let's touch on that. I know earlier we were talking, and you have a whole process depending on the region and where the work's being done. Let's break that down a little.
Yeah, absolutely. So, my team changed absolutely everything. I brought on my first team member who I still work to this day, my photo editor. His name is Din, and we've been working together for 7 years now. Yeah. And he now has a team of his own, right? He built his own photo editing team. He's employing now over 10 photo editors that work for us. And it's changed everything because, we work in all sorts of different time zones, right? We have a team in Toronto, we have a team in LA, as well as the Philippines, Vietnam, as well as the US. In the US, we have people here in Hawaii, people in Seattle, as well as people in New York.
Yeah.
So we're spread all over. Luckily for us with technology, we're constantly able to connect using, all sorts of apps and Zooms and everything. And then we also we get together for team events as well. But basically the teams changed everything because that's how we can do that 24-hour turnaround. So basically based on the time zone, we have the editors that are working what would be overnight for us, but it's actually during their daytime. And they're able to finish everything, and then we can deliver all the content the following morning to the client, which is huge because real estate still moves pretty quick, regardless of where you are. It's important to be able to market a property as soon as possible, and that's a big aspect, as well as just to learn from different markets, right? So we get creative. Like if we do something in LA, they're like, whoa, like that was really awesome. How would that do in Hawaii? How would that do in Toronto? So it's very cool to have people spread around that are all very, very creative. And then we get together and again, we just kind of grow as a team. So it's awesome. I'm so grateful to my team. They are absolutely incredible people. And I wouldn't be here without them. That's for sure.
Okay. Yeah. One of the things too, I want to compliment you on is that you not only shoot the video, edit the video and give it to us, but you're doing it with the end use in mind, because I noticed you will talk to our social media guy. So you're talking about the lens for Instagram Reels. And AJ, I'll let you talk about that stuff because I'm not on any social media. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I heard those words. I heard the words. I don't know what they mean. But Adrian?
Oh, it's amazing. I know that our social media team is very grateful to be able to collaborate with you, Chip, and your team. With the content that you've been able to help us to create.
And where to post it and all that good stuff.
I know that we had talked about just, like that concept of collaboration. Like you have your teams that you collaborate with in all your different time zones, but then also the clients that you work with. It's like you're kind of like an unofficial team member, because we're all working together, right? To get the job done.
So
exactly. And that's how it is. Yeah. We're an extensive of the team.
Besides our property, estateoahu.com, that blew your mind. What's some other, maybe not even real estate related, but what's some other interesting shoots that you've been on that you can talk about and you wouldn't have to kill us if you told us?
There is a few that I definitely wish I could talk about that I know I can't, but I also, of course, there's a few that I could. I will say in terms of your property, it has to be one of the most unique properties I have ever seen. It was absolutely incredible. Another thing that has been really interesting is, being able to connect with some of the homeowners of these properties, right? Like you get to your world gets to open. It's kind of opened my mentality to like anything's possible, because I've heard stories from certain homeowners who are now extremely, extremely successful. Some of them, billionaires, heads of companies, and you hear their stories and their upbringing, and you're like, whoa, like it really just like opens your eyes. So my most interesting fact is like all the incredible people that I've met from different industries that came from absolute nothing and made themselves to now they're sitting in a $40 million property, and they're quite successful. So that's definitely been a little bit life changing, because I take that as a lesson to the whole anything is possible mentality. So that's always really nice. In terms of properties, there's been some crazy ones. I mean, there was definitely one in LA. I think I ended up listing or sold for somewhere in the $50 million mark, but like the kind of things that were in this property, I mean, I can't even, like the underground garage and like the Bugatti sitting in the driveway. There's just been like really, really, really crazy stuff. And actually one interesting one was in Toronto, who this developer, he actually built it for himself. It never went for sale. He just needed it for, content for himself as a project. But he built it 7 levels underground. So the property from the front looks like nothing. It looks like a regular, very nice home. But then 7 levels underground. He had one level, it was the spa. Then the second level, 30-car parking. The fourth level, it was a full course basketball court, like a full-size basketball court. It was 7 levels. So when you take the elevator, it would go 3 levels up and 7 levels down. I have never seen that. He told me that does not exist anywhere that he's known. He was, he was very well-known developer. And that was the craziest one, I would say.
That was amazing. So not only is this home great for entertaining your friends and family, but it can withstand a 50-ton mega nuclear blast.
I think so. I think so. It took him 7 years to build. Actually, it was pretty intense. And the driveway was all glass, and underneath was the underground pool, like the indoor pool.
Wow.
That would be the driveway was the skylight. It was just like, it was truly something I've never seen before.
So you'd be in the pool.
Something that's really.
You be in the pool and you're like, oh, looks like Joey just showed up. He's always running late. Joey, we're in the pool already. We just saw you came in.
Literally, it was quite an interesting concept, that's for sure.
Well, that's awesome, because this is one of the reasons why we do real estate. We're like, hey, we get to meet, like you said, we get to see these properties and meet these people that we would not normally. You could run into them at Costco, but you don't know.
That's right.
You're like, who's that weirdo over there buying, whatever he's buying, and you don't know their story. But when you go to help them sell their home, or you shoot these videos, right? Because you're the modern day, they're called back in England or back in the medieval times, a bard, B-A-R-D, and that's like a storyteller.
Yes.
Instead of a mandolin, though, and dressed like a monk, you have video equipment. And, here's the thing I'm going to tell people. We have thousands of dollars of video equipment. We got drones. We have an in-house W-2 employee
you have
that shoots this. Why do we hire Chip and his crew? Because they got I don't know. I didn't even know what this word means, but it popped in my head. They have the je ne sais quoi. That's French for.
I like that.
They put it all together. Making up my own. I heard the word before, but
we definitely needed something a little different and special for this property, outside of what we normally do.
If you want to see a baller video, go to estateoahu.com. Thanks to Chip and his crew.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun. You know what? Like I said, you can have a doctor that is like the expert in what they do, but they can have a terrible bedside manner.
Mm-hmm.
With Chip, I could honestly tell you folks, when we were doing the shoot with him, the lifestyle shoot, it was fun. And he kept up with us, because we were doing one jogging scene and he was jogging.
It helped my running. It helped my marathon training, actually. That was great.
That's right. And congratulations. I heard that you completed that Hapalua half marathon last weekend. So
did you have some malasadas?
Yeah, that was something else. It was amazing. I mean, I really wanted to get to under 2 hours. We were just 1 minute short, so for sure next time we're definitely going to get under 2 hours. But I'm very, very super happy with the results, for sure.
Okay. Well, we're going to see you in December then, doing the full one, right?
Yeah. That's the plan, actually. That's literally what I'm training for. So yeah.
Awesome. Cool. All right.
Yeah, but it's definitely, you mentioned fun, and I think that's a huge reason to mine and my team's success is the fact that we genuinely have so much fun in what we do. Like it came as a passion, and getting paid has been the bonus, and that's what it is. And I saw the exact same thing in you guys. I think that's why we collaborated so well. Yeah. I mean, it was just, you can tell when somebody's so passionate and they're just having such a good time. The results are just bound to be amazing. I mean, that's just how it is. And it was so cool. We had a great time.
I want to pique the interest of the listeners and say, go check out that video, because I tell you, this video could have been for fine jewelry. It could have been for high-end luxury cars. It could have been for the
aesthetics.
Mafioso. No, I don't say mafioso.
For aesthetics. Yep.
But a Netflix trailer, whatever. I mean, that's aesthetics and all of those good things. When you watch this video, you really get a good sense of what it would be like to experience this estate. Because of your photography.
Yeah. So go take a look at it, and then also, give Chip and his crew a call. I know that you guys do the real estate videos, but you also, and that's your focus, but you do events, you do all sorts of
Beyonce. If you're thinking of getting rid of Jay-Z and you're gonna get remarried, you should call Chip and his crew. But stay married. Jay-Z's a good guy.
So. Yeah, no, we definitely we cover multiple. We work with a lot of different brands and corporations as well. Real estate's definitely a lot of fun. I think it's been a passion of mine for over 10 years now. So we love collaborating with people. It's definitely awesome.
Okay, well, we know we have one project that we told him that we're going to do with him, and then that one is going to be on. I'm hesitant to say it because everybody's so PC nowadays, but we're going to do something on the top of Chinaman's hat. And
it's gonna be amazing.
I think like a combo lifestyle, real estate, James Bond, 007 kind of thing. So stay tuned, folks.
Yeah, let's just say I don't think something's really been done before. That's all we should say for now.
Exactly.
There we go. So stay tuned. There'll be more.
Yeah.
And you guys should give them a call for your next event or your next listing.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
What? Go ahead.
All right. You can go to SOAREHawaii.com.
So
check them out.
SOARE.
Hawaii.com.
Hawaii.com.
All right. Thank you, Chip, for being our guest.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we'll see you on the next shoot, the next hike, and the next event. Because the number one goal is what?
Thank you so much.
The number one goal is have what? Fun.
Fun.
That's right.
Okay. Thanks, Chip.
Thanks, Chip.
Thank you so much, guys. Right. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye.
So, and I want to say Ciprian Dumitrascu.
From Romania.
I probably still mispronounced the last part.
So he moved to Canada when he was 13.
13. Oh, Canada.
Yep.
And then to the U.S. and here in Hawaii.
Yep.
Yeah.
2021. So he's had quite the journey.
He has the technical skills. He's got the creative skills, and he has the people skills. So those are good combinations for somebody that you'd want to hire to put together some digital collateral, digital content, the digital magic. You'll be very happy, and the only regret you have is you didn't hire him sooner.
That's right.
So when you call him up and he answers the phone, I want you to go, Chee-hoo, and then hang up. And then call him back and say, Attilio told me to call for the Chee-hoo discount. But anyway, we want to talk about, we got a couple of minutes left real quick. Again, do you have a review?
I already shared the review.
You already shared the review. See how much I'm paying attention. I'm in the radio show and I didn't remember you did it.
You did the review? I did the review.
Well, jointeamlally.com. We are looking for a transaction coordinator. What do? They coordinate the transactions.
They do the paperwork.
Don't need to be licensed.
Yeah, keep us, on track. Eventually, they do need to be
Eventually,
licensed.
they do, but up front, you don't. We need to fine attention to detail, kind of like an accountant of real estate.
It could be somebody that's like from the loan
project
industry,
management,
like that did like loan processing,
title and escrow,
yeah, all that stuff. If you have
mortgage lender, mortgage broker,
or even
underwriter,
if you bought and sold a bunch of homes.
Maybe if I went to your house and like all your dishes is clean before you leave the house, I go to your house, your gas is full, your car is clean. You'd probably be the ideal person that we'd be looking for. You run your day by a calendar. And when you pop out of bed, it looks like you was up for 8 hours already. No, that's a little obsessive. That would be crazy. We don't want that kind of crazy on the team. Just short of that, though, we pick you on the team. All right.
So we'll. Humble, hungry, and smart.
And I mean, so there's hungry, which is on the east side, but then we're west side. So you got to be hungry. Hungry. That's west side hungry. I'm hungry. JoinTeamLally.com. All right. So, and by the way, go to our website. Check it out. EstateOahu.com. We always adding interesting things on there. And if you, all we're asking for is your permission to interview us. Don't take our word for it. Check out our over 440.
We're 450.
450.
Approaching 500.
Reviews on Google.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. And thank you to our sponsors.
Jody and Derek with Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Bradley of Allstate Insurance.
Kenji with Pivotal Homes Home Inspections.
John of Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke with Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Kyle of Impact Wealth Solutions.
Robinson with Fine Line Paintworks.
Chastity of American Floor and Home.
Jake with Skyta Construction, Roofing and Solar.
Ryan of Zero Res Hawaii.
And Jeff with the Loan Depot. If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, just go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Leah Rodriguez, our producer here in the studio.
Chee-hoo!
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life
forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed
sold program. If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price in our time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks and aloha.
The preceding program was sponsored by Team Lally.